One of the things I did enjoy during the week, and it hasn't been the most enjoyable week, but I did catch up with the stoush between Eddie McGuire and our man Birrarung Ma.
Well,
I find it hard to believe that poor old Birrarung had to sit back and cop he's not fit to carry my bags.
The boy's not fit to carry my bags.
The boy's not fit, Garry, to carry my bags.
I tell you what, I've known Andy Maher for a long time, and we wrote a book. He wrote a book together.
Yes.
Hide as thick as any man you've ever seen.
You'd need it to wear that one.
Water off a ducks. And he would have come back the next day. I didn't listen. I wasn't listening. I bet you he fired one back the next day, big Maharaja. He wouldn't have worried him one little bit.
Ed's then wandered on with, I'm talking to a Safa pal. The best he can do is chatting to Con from Craigieburn.
Then Duke told me Con from Craigieburn rang
up. Oh, please.
Well, this is. I tell you one thing. Old Spud Regis.
He was right.
Who on a Friday night at about this time is into his second bottle. So the text will start to fly. Predicted this way back in the summer months. He said they got the competition on the field, which is always competitive, but it's as ferocious up in the boxes, and we're seeing it.
It is.
We're
starting
seeing
to
it
get real personal
out everywhere, and it's funny when you're not involved.
And that's one that I didn't see coming, I must admit, Damo.
I wouldn't pick that one.
I wouldn't have picked that as being an on-air stoush.
That was on the back of Eddie's comments made about Mick Malthouse being, again, not exactly linked to Carlton the way Eddie couched it, but did throw them up in the same paragraph.
So that was always going to take off.
I agree, Garry.
That was always going to wander off.
And as we know, because we were up in Brisbane and we saw him. We saw him with a couple of Pride of the Fleets.
Yeah.
And they go, Chief.
He does love a crowd.
They go, Chief, in a good, I reckon, 7 or 8 seconds. He'll do a Pride.
He buys him in 6-packs.
He does, and they just bang, and he doesn't.
Like snifters.
It is. It's like a little pony for the rest of us. And the thing with the big chip is if you cross him, look out.
I've copped it a few times. I can vouch for that.
I know that. Yeah. I can vouch for that. Because over something you said about the Blues, I reckon about 3 years ago, I copped a drive-by on because he couldn't get hold of you, he gave it to me. You tell that Barrett.
Yeah, he gives you the
and
cold
then there was
shoulder
just a whole lot of extra stuff.
I think we're okay at the moment, I'm not sure.
Very good. You had an arthroscope?
Yes.
Ever contemplate playing football 10 days later?
No.
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Who's doing that?
Tommy Hawkins.
Tommy Hawk.
10 days later.
He plays, 2 weeks ago he had an arthroscope, which is
Duke's
a modern way of saying a cartilage operation.
I would have missed that one this
week. A cartilage scrape.
There's been a bit going on.
I find that unbelievable. I used to, first one I had, and that was a long time ago, you're on crutches for a week.
You're not the most resilient.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, but you also. You're
and not big in the ticket department, Jim.
I am actually both of those things. I think it's fantastic. That's what I think. The big Hawk